Hey everybody, it's the Wolf and the Raven again, and Raven has brought apparently an amazing video here. I've never seen it, and he says it's very epic, so I'm pretty sure Raven's just going to raffle stomp him the way that Raven always does because he's a Terran player. So,
And we're terribly
Raven,
unbalanced, aren't we?
It's nice to be casting with you. Yes, you are.
Good to be casting with you too. So yeah, here I am, the blue Terran in the south, and finally the Tsunami. Very good Zerg player. I just want to say I want to give a shout out to him. Props, just because this is he's the pinnacle of Zerg play. I would like to say he's so, not the pinnacle, of course, but he's just so good, and so I just want to recognize him. Yep.
So apparently the Zerg player is better than Itro. That's important to know. I think he just did the extractor trick. I just missed it.
Yeah.
He must have been supply blocked for a few milliseconds. So that was kind of a good idea. I've never thought of that before. If you're being supply blocked for a few milliseconds, if you got the timing off, you could always do the extractor trick. I don't know if he saved anything by doing that though.
Actually, yeah, I've actually heard that doing the extractor trick doesn't give you that much of an advantage over, or really any advantage overall, versus just playing regular.
I've heard that as well. I've heard that it's about the same except for you're down 2 minerals, and those 2 minerals is only 2 minerals, but realistically it's like being down a whole supply drip, which in early game means quite a bit. So being a good Zerg player, he's scouted over to the nearest one with his Overlord. Raven's getting his SCV up here, about to check, probably use map hacks. Let's see. Got a drone over here. I think he is going for a fast expansion here, about 15 supply, so he's definitely a good player, way better than Raven is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, straight from no, just straight into a 15 hatch, which is, I thought he threw it on his spawning pool first, but no, there was spawning pool right down at 14. Okay, at 15. So yeah, he goes for that fast hatchery, which is just huge economy, and versus me, I'm a very defensive player, very macro oriented, and so it's good. It's good for him versus me, just because he's not going to see any harass from me. He's going to be able to get that early economic advantage and keep it for a while until I throw up my expansion. Oh, nice. Zerg there is going to get warded away by the Marine. Overlord scouts. The only reason I sent my SCV up to scout correctly was because he had sent his Overlord to the adjacent position here, and I had scouted his Overlord with my SCV, and so I sent him over here. So when you're scouting, make sure you're paying attention and just catch little things.
No, Terran Raven, don't give yourself too much credit. It's interesting that your Marines haven't noticed his Overlord. He must be very wise about the distance of your Marines versus Overlord. Probably had quite a few of them popping.
Yeah, the truth is that I actually don't believe that. Can I see him? Yeah, just barely. I don't know, am I able to target? I must have been able to target, I just didn't notice it. That's too bad. But yeah, he has a very good Overlord position. You can see the timing. He probably would have
got away anyway, though.
Yeah, probably. And that's good for him, just because he can see the timing of my expansion to let him know when I'm trying to boost my economy, so then he can either attack accordingly or expand accordingly. See, I'm going for a siege expand.
It's also good to have an Overlord over there, so that if you wanted to spew a little bit of, especially if it's Speed Lord, if you wanted to spew a little bit of creep to slow down and fast expand, if he knew or thought one was coming, just for a few seconds, sometimes that can really make the world.
Very true. He's going to run a few Zerglings into here just to really get some...
command center will not work anymore.
Right, he's going to take out the SCV, and he's going to force the cancel on this command center, which is very unfortunate for me. I mean, it's just... there's nothing I can do to that. It's bad timing and bad expansion, so... There are some Marines down to clean up the Zerglings, but by now it's already too late.
See, the Zerg player went for more of a macro build here, obviously. Let's see, he doesn't even have any other production facilities, so right now he's kind of